Hello everyone, this is Miss McCauley, and today we're going to go over this page here. It looks like this, and it says name here. N-A-M-E is the word name. So why don't you write your name here? I'm going to write McCauley, of course, because that's my name, but you write your name. Okay, and as you're writing your name, I'm going to remind you that anytime I'm going too quickly in this video, you find that you need more time, pause the video. You can pause it one time, you can pause it 3 times, 2 times, 1,000,000 times. You pause it as many times as you need to catch up, okay? Don't wait for me to say pause. You just pause whenever you need it, okay? And I'm going to make this page closer up so we can see it. And I'm going to go over the standard right now, so let's do that. Okay, so our standard is RF, Reading Foundations. 1 for first grade. 3, number 3, part C, which is reading words with the long vowel silent E at the end. So our long vowel this week is the long I. All of these words have the long I. Let's read the directions. Fill in the missing letters to make a long I word, and then rewrite the word. So we're going to fill in the missing letters here, rewrite the word here. Okay, so I'm going to put in the I there. Right now, what word is it? It's the word Tim, right? But then I put that silent E. Now what does it become? Time. Time. All right, so let's write the word time here. T is a tall letter, starts here, goes straight down, and then make a cross. And then the I is a small, so it starts at the middle, goes down to the bottom, stop, and make that dot. M is also a small, start at the middle, down to the bottom, back up to the middle, down to the bottom, back up to the middle, down to the bottom. And E is also a small. The E starts at the middle, between the middle and the bottom. See, between here. You go out, touch the middle, down to the bottom. I'll do that again. Out, touch the middle, down to the bottom. Time. And as you're writing down that word time on your paper, I'm going to give you a sentence, okay? So, it's about time you finished your work. Or I came to school on time, because usually I'm late. On time. Okay, hopefully you finished writing down the word time. If you didn't, pause the video right now so you can finish writing it down. Okay, because I'm going to move on to this word here. So pause if you need to. Okay, so I'm going to put that I there. Right now, what word is it? It's the word dim, right? But with that silent E at the end, what does it become? It becomes dime. Dime. This changes the I to an I sound. Dime. And there's a dime right there. So let's write dime. We start with a D. D is a tall, so start with the donut first. Then the stick. Donut, then stick. Donut, then stick. Okay, then the I is a small, so it starts in the middle, goes down to the bottom. Again, pause if you need it, okay, because I am going kind of quickly. Then the M starts at the middle, make the stick first, and then go back up the stick and make a bump. Then go back up the bump and make another bump. So stick, bump, bump. Okay. The last letter is that silent E. And silent E is a small, but it doesn't start at the middle or the bottom. It starts in between these two, right here. You go out, and then you touch the middle part, the dash line, and then down to the bottom. I'll do it again. Out, touch the middle, down to the dash line. Okay, so as you finish writing down this word dime, I'm going to give you a sentence. So a dime is worth 10 cents. A dime is worth 10 cents. Okay, if you need more time to write the word dime, pause the video because I'm going to go on to this word right here. Okay, so pause it right now. Okay, I'm going to put that I there. What is that word? Limb, right? Now I'm going to add that silent E, change that I to an I sound. Now what is it? It's the word lime. 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 Okay, lime. So a lime is kind of like a lemon, but it's green and has a different taste to it. So I'm going to make that L. L is a tall, so it starts at the top, down to the bottom. Always start the L at the top. Don't start at the bottom of it because then it'll come out crooked. Start at the top and go down. Then your I starts right here in the middle, straight down to the bottom, and then make that circle afterwards. Okay. Then the M starts with the stick, down to the bottom, back up, turn, stick, bump, bump, and then out and turn, stick. Okay. Okay, you ready to move on? Okay. Okay, so this is, I'm going to add that I didn't give you a sentence for the word lime, did I? All right, so I put some lime in my soup. I squeezed some lime in my my seafood soup. Usually seafood tastes good with lime on it. Okay, so here we go. What word is it now? Yeah, it's the word rid, but I'm going to add that silent E. Now what is it? This becomes an I sound. What is it now? Ride. Very good, ride. Okay, so let's make that R first for ride. Start at the middle, go down to the bottom, back up the middle, back up the stick and turn. So stick, up the stick, turn. Okay, now the I, which is an easy little letter, straight down to the bottom and then make that dot. So make the stick first and then the dot. Okay, D is challenging because you have to start with this part first, the donut first. So let me do that. Make a C. See, I made a C? But now I don't stop at the C. Now I got to make the stick. So I go up to the top, down to the bottom. C, which is the donut, stick. Okay, here we go. Okay, the last letter is this silent E. So the silent E doesn't start here or at the bottom. It starts in between, right here. So it goes out. See, I did that? I went out. Then from here, I go up to the middle, down to the bottom. I'll do it again. Out, up to the middle, down to the bottom. So go ahead and finish writing that word ride, and I'll give you a sentence. I went on a ride in my daddy's new car. I went for a ride in my daddy's new car. Ride. Okay. Are we ready to move on? If you're not, just pause that video so you can finish writing ride because we're going to write this word. We're going to write this word here. Okay. So put that I there. What word is it? It's the word tid, right? So now I'm going to put that silent E at the end. Now what word is it? It's the word tide, right? All right, so I'm going to write the word tide starting with the T. T is a tall. It doesn't start here at the top, doesn't start in the middle, at the middle. It starts in between, right here. Right here, I'm going to go down to the bottom and stop. So see right here in the middle, down to the bottom and stop, and then make that cross at the dotted line. Okay, now the I starts here at the middle. Make the stick first, right? Then go back and make that dot. Okay, the D, you have to start with the donut first, and then the stick. So you make a C, starting here at the middle. Make a C, stop. Now to finish this, you got to make the stick. So you go back up to the top, down to the bottom. So C, up to the top, down to the bottom. C, up to the top, down to the bottom. Okay, then that E starts in between these two lines here. Right here, we're going to go out. See, I did that? I started here, went out. Now I got to go back up and touch the middle, down to the bottom. I'll do it again. Out, up to the middle, down to the bottom. Out, up to the middle, down to the bottom. So as you're finishing writing the word tide, I'm going to give you a sentence. So, the tide came in and washed out my sandcastle. So I built a sandcastle on the beach, but then the tide came in and took it away. The tide is the water that comes into the shore, the waves that come into the shore. Okay, that's tide. Okay, hopefully you finished writing tide. If not, pause that video so you can finish writing it. Now I'm going to do this one. Okay, so I'm going to write that I there. What word is it? That's the word hid, right? Little boy, see? Now I add that silent E at the end, changes this to an I. What is the word now? It's the word hide. 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 Right? Okay, now let's make that H. Tall. It's a tall, so we start with the stick. Stick to the bottom. But we don't stop here. We go back up the stick, turn to the bottom. So stick, back up the stick, turn at the middle, stop at the bottom. Okay, then the I starts in the middle, stop at the bottom, make that dot when you're done. Stick first, then the dot. Okay, the D, got to do the donut first. This bottom part has to come first, and then the stick. So first we start off by in the middle, and we make a C. But we don't stop here. We make the stick next, up to the top, down to the bottom. So C, up to the top, down to the bottom. Okay, the last part is this E. It doesn't go here or here. It goes in between. Right here, you go out, up, down, and around. Okay, that's the word hide. And while you're writing that down, I'm going to give you a sentence with the word hide. We were playing hide and seek. So I went to hide under the bed. Hide and seek. Okay, hopefully you finished writing hide. If you did not, pause the video. Okay, all three of these have a K in them. So this is important because the K is kind of challenging. So let's write the I here. Okay, what word is it? It's lick, right? But I'm going to add that silent E at the end and change this from an I to an I. Now what word is it? It's the word like. So starts with an L. L is a tall, starts at the top, not at the bottom. Has to start at the top and go straight down. Okay, then the I starts in the middle, straight down, and then make the dot. First make the stick, then make the dot. The K has two parts. It's the stick first and then this part. So let's make the stick first. Stick, stop, top to the bottom, stop. Okay, now we're going to make this part here. You start in the middle at this dotted line and you go in and then down. In and then down. So stick, then in and down. Okay, the E is just one part. You start in the middle, below the middle right here, in between these two parts right here. You go out, touch the middle, down to the bottom. Like. As you finish writing down the word like, I'm going to give you a sentence. Okay. If you like what someone says, do a thumbs up. Thumbs up means you like it. Okay, hopefully you finished writing the word like. If not, just pause that video. Let's go on to this word here. Okay, let's put that I right there. What word is this? It's the word hick, right? But then I'm going to add that silent E, changes to an I sound. Now what word is it? Hike, right? You see the guy is on a hike? Okay, let's write down hike. The H is a tall. So first you make the stick down to the bottom, but you don't stop here. You keep going. You go back up the stick, turn at the middle, down to the bottom. So stick, up the stick, turn at the middle, down to the bottom. Stick, up the stick, turn at the middle, down to the bottom. Okay, then there's the I. It starts in the middle, stop at the bottom, and then go ahead and make that dot. Okay, the K has two parts, the stick and then this part. So first we make the stick. Stick. After you make the stick, you go to the middle part right here, this dotted line, and you go in, touch the stick, then down, touch the bottom. So start here, go in, touch the stick, down, touch the bottom. It's like you're making a V, but instead of being this way, it's like this way, it's on its side, sideways. See, a sideways V. Okay, then the E is last. You don't start in the middle, you start in between right here. You go out, right? You start in between, you go out, then touch the middle, down to the bottom. That's the word hike. And as you finish writing down the word hike, I'm going to give you a sentence. Okay. We were in the mountains going on a hike to see the trees and the birds. We went for a hike to see the trees and the birds and the bugs. Okay, last word here, right here. I'm going to write the I right there. So what word is it? It's the word bick, right? But then I'm going to add that silent E to change this from an I to an I sound. Now what word is it? Word bike, right? So we're going to start with that B for bike. And B starts with the bat first, or the stick first. So you make the stick, you stop there. But you don't, you stop at the bottom, but you don't stay stopped. You're going to go back up the stick so you get to the middle and turn. So stick, back up the stick to the middle and turn. Okay, go ahead and make that B. Okay, now we're going to make the I, which is easy. It's stick first, then the dot. Okay, the K has two parts. It's got the stick and then this sideways V. So first we do the stick. Stick first. Now we're going to do this sideways V. We're going to start here at the dots. We're going to touch the stick and then touch the bottom. Start at the dots, touch the stick, touch the bottom. It's like a V, but instead of being this way, it's turned on its side, right? Okay, then that E, out, up, and around. So as you're writing the word bike, I'm going to give you a sentence using that word. Okay, so I got on my bike and rode back to my house. My daddy got me a new bike to ride around in. Bike. Okay, we did a lot of work today. I'm going to make it. So here's our page that we finished. And I'm going to stop the video so you can do other things that you need to do. And great job working on this video. Working with this